1. There is a certain kind of regret that carves its name into your soul. It is not the regret of mistakes, but of lessons ignored. If you wait to learn them by experience, you will pay in years, in tears, in battles lost that never needed to be fought. When Thomas Edison said he found 10,000 ways that didn't work, he wasn't celebrating failure. He was warning you that stubborn ignorance is more expensive than persistence. 2. The first truth you must swallow is this: life will not slow down to teach you the same lesson twice. It whispers once, and if you refuse to hear it, the cost doubles. Carnegie built an empire not because he was the smartest, but because he learned quicker than his competitors. Delay your learning, and you delay your fortune. 3. Not every battle is worth fighting. The truly wise man knows which bridges to cross and which to burn without ever lighting a match. Lincoln mastered patience not because it was easy, but because without it, leadership collapses into chaos. Your success depends not just on your strength, but on your restraint. 4. Comfort is a beautiful liar. It seduces you with ease and kills your dreams in silence. Disney went bankrupt before he built his kingdom because he understood this comfort never built castles. If you stay where it feels easy, you will die with your potential still inside you. 5. There will come a day when you realize that chasing approval was the heaviest burden you ever carried. Ford didn't invent the car by asking everyone's opinion. He acted on a vision unseen by the timid. If you live to please, you will never build anything that outlives you. 6. Pain is not your enemy. It is the raw material from which resilience is forged. Every scar you earn can either break you or crown you, and you alone decide. The men and women who built nations were not spared pain. They simply refused to waste it. 7. You will never outgrow hard choices. Every path worth walking demands a sacrifice. If you seek shortcuts, you cheat only yourself. Rockefeller didn't build his empire by looking for easy exits. He stayed, he fought, he endured, and the world remembers his name because of it. 8. The clock is not your friend. Time is the fairest, cruelest master of all. It gives you every day for free and demands your soul in payment if you waste it. The moments you ignore are the regrets you collect. Life is not counting your breaths. It is making every breath count. 9. Discipline will save you when motivation deserts you. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the flame that refuses to die. The builders of the modern world, the titans who moved mountains, they were not always inspired. They were simply unbreakable when the mood passed. 10. Jealousy poisons the well of your own success. Comparing yourself to others robs you twice. It blinds you to your own path and fills your soul with bitterness. Carnegie didn't beat others by envying them. He built what others feared to dream because he kept his eyes forward. 11. You cannot borrow wisdom, you must earn it. Reading the words of great men means nothing if you do not bleed their lessons into your own skin. History is a lantern held out to those willing to walk into the night. Ignore it, and you stumble blindly until your time runs out. 12. You will be tempted to believe that kindness is weakness. It is not. True kindness, the kind that Lincoln wielded like a sword wrapped in velvet, is the highest form of strength. But be warned, kindness without boundaries becomes a self-inflicted wound. 13. You will never regret working on yourself. Every hour you invest in sharpening your mind, your body, your soul, will be repaid tenfold. Edison wasn't lucky, he was ready. Luck favors the prepared mind. Be ready when the door cracks open. 14. There will be seasons where you are overlooked, underestimated, forgotten. Celebrate them. These are the years where your roots grow deep. Oaks do not rise by chasing the sun. They rise by enduring the storms. Trust the process that feels like it is burying you. 15. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. They do not exist. Walt Disney pitched dreams in bankruptcy courtrooms and sketched mice when the world laughed. He didn't wait for the world to believe. He made the world believe by starting where he stood. 16. Master your emotions, or they will master you. Every ruined empire, every broken dynasty, fell not by lack of resources but by uncontrolled passion, rage, fear. Rule your mind like a king guards his throne. Weakness in this will cost you your entire kingdom. 17. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Criticism is cheap, wisdom is rare. Listen carefully, but guard your spirit. You owe no explanation to those too blind to see your vision. 18. Money alone will not buy your peace. Wealth without purpose is a gilded prison. Rockefeller spent his final years giving away his fortune because he understood you measure a life not by what you hoard, but by what you heal, what you build, what you inspire. 19. The fastest way to ruin your life is to waste your energy on what you cannot control. The tides will rise and fall without your permission. Focus on your own ship. Control the sails, not the storms. 20. Fear will disguise itself as logic. It will give you 1,000 rational reasons to stay small. Know this bravery is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to be ruled by it. Greatness begins where your excuses end. 21. You are the sum of your habits, not your intentions. Good intentions have paved every road to failure. What you do daily, you become. Edison didn't dream of the light bulb. He built it one experiment, one failure, one correction at a time. 22. Beware of wasting your best years on things that do not matter. Every hour spent complaining, envying, procrastinating is stolen from the future you could have lived. Build now, or regret later. There is no third option. 23. Gratitude is not naive. It is the armor against despair. Every man who conquered himself first conquered his perspective. Disney thanked bankruptcy. Lincoln thanked his critics. Ford thanked the failures. Be grateful, not because life is easy, but because it teaches you through difficulty. 24. You must decide who you want to become before the world decides for you. Drift, and you will be carried by currents you despise. Decide, and you carve your own river through the rock. Purpose is not found, it is forged. 25. Hard work will not betray you, not immediately, not obviously, but inevitably. Success is built on invisible days, on unnoticed effort, on silent victories over laziness and doubt. Trust the work when nothing else makes sense. 26. There will be moments where quitting feels holy, where giving up feels rational. These are the moments that separate the average from the extraordinary. Hold the line. Endure a little longer. The breakthrough you seek often hides behind one more hour of perseverance. 27. Be careful with your words. They are architects of your future. Speak life, or speak destruction. The builders of history spoke dreams into barren fields and made them bloom. 28. You will never feel ready, not for the greatest risks, not for the boldest dreams. Readiness is a myth sold to the timid. Edison didn't wait to feel ready to change the world. He dared while trembling. He built while doubting. 29. Understand this: the world owes you nothing. Not respect, not opportunity, not applause. Every piece of glory you desire must be ripped from the jaws of resistance. Carnegie did not inherit his crown. He clawed it from iron and blood. 30. The path you fear to take is often the one that leads to greatness. Fear is a compass pointing to growth. When Ford bet everything on the Model T, he stared fear in the eyes and dared it to blink first. 31. Saying yes to everything is a slow suicide of your dreams. Protect your focus like sacred ground. Lincoln said no to countless demands to protect one higher mission. You are not obligated to water every garden you pass. 32. You are not tired because you've done too much. You are tired because you've done too little that ignites your soul. A man energized by purpose can work without exhaustion. A man drained by meaninglessness can barely lift his own head. 33. Failure is not personal, it is mechanical. It is part of the price you pay to master any craft. Rockefeller endured countless financial losses before finding the formula for empires. Mistake your failures for identity, and you will chain yourself to mediocrity. 34. Learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Growth is a brutal tutor, but she is honest. When you lean into discomfort, you find the edges of your true strength. History remembers those who did not flinch when the fire came. 35. You will be tempted to rush your journey. Resist it. Oaks do not sprint to the sky. They grow slow, strong, patient. The quick victories crumble. The patient victories last centuries. 36. Protect your dreams from small minds. Dream killers often come disguised as well-meaning friends. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination by the very people who now build empires off his vision. Listen politely, but build ruthlessly. So 37. You do not become extraordinary by accident. It is not written in the stars, it is carved by your choices. Your habits, your disciplines, your unseen hours are the architects of your future. 38. People will betray you, Wadain. That is not a reason to close your heart. That is a reason to sharpen your discernment. Trust wisely, love deeply, but never confuse forgiveness with foolishness. 39. The most dangerous lie you will ever believe is that you have more time. You don't. Life is a thief dressed as a gift. It gives with one hand and takes with the other. Move urgently. Love loudly. Work fiercely. 40. Your reputation is built when no one is watching. Character is forged when the rewards are still invisible. Do not perform for the audience. Build for the ages. The applause will come later, and it will be quieter, but deeper. 41. You will outgrow people. It is painful, but necessary. Not everyone who started with you is meant to finish with you. Greatness is lonely, but loneliness is cheaper than regret. 42. Silence is often stronger than argument. You don't have to attend every battle you are invited to. Ford did not waste time debating his critics. He built so loudly that history had to listen. 43. Your mind is a weapon. Sharpen it daily. What you feed it, what you allow it to dwell on, will either strengthen you or sabotage you. Every great empire first conquered its own doubt before conquering the world. 44. Learn to sit with your failures without justifying them. Excuses are walls that trap you inside yesterday's mistakes. Accept, adjust, advance. That is the rhythm of all who build something eternal. 45. Success will ask you to sacrifice things others find precious. Sleep, comfort, weekends, fleeting pleasures. It will not ask politely. It will demand. Those who refuse to pay will wonder forever what could have been. 46. You cannot inspire others by playing small. Playing small serves no one. Your growth liberates others. Your courage gives others permission to rise. Hide your greatness, and the world stays dimmer because of it. 47. Grind in silence. Let your success be the noise. Carnegie didn't boast of steel until he built bridges that spoke louder than his words ever could. 48. Protect your peace like you protect your dreams. Both are fragile. Both are holy. Both are stolen easily if you leave the gates of your life unguarded. 49. There will always be easier roads. They are paved with the bones of the average. The roads worth walking are thorny, brutal, steep, and every step is a step away from the life you are desperate to escape. 50. You are building your future even on the days it feels like nothing is happening. Seeds do not scream when they grow. They break open silently under dark soil. Trust the process even when it looks like death. 51. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strategy. Holding on to bitterness chains you to the past. Releasing it frees your hands to build your future. 52. Resilience is a decision before it is a feeling. You choose to rise. You decide to continue. You decree that failure will not have the final word. 53. Self-pity is a seductive trap. It offers you sympathy while it robs you of action. Feel your wounds, yes, but refuse to set up camp there. Heal. Move. 54. Purpose is not a feeling. It is a decision to act with meaning even when emotions betray you. History's greatest builders often worked through despair. 55. Do not confuse activity with progress. Busyness is often the camouflage of fear. Move with strategy, not just motion. 56. You must be more committed to your future than to your excuses. Excuses are easy, free, abundant. Results are hard, costly, rare. 57. If you do not define success for yourself, the world will define it for you, and their definition will enslave you. 58. You owe it to yourself to become everything you dreamed of when you were still innocent enough to believe it was possible. 59. You cannot heal in the same environment that broke you. Sometimes the only way forward is to walk away. Growth demands distance from the people and places that anchor you to your smaller self. 60. Success has a price, and part of that price is invisibility. You will grind when no one claps, build when no one watches, bleed when no one cares. The applause you crave will arrive only after you no longer need it. 61. You become what you tolerate. Tolerate laziness, and you become lazy. Tolerate excuses, and you become regretful. Tolerate mediocrity, and you will never taste greatness. 62. Your dreams are not fragile because they are impossible. They are fragile because you treat them casually. Protect your vision with the same fierceness a mother guards her child. Your future depends on your vigilance. 63. The chains you refuse to break today will enslave you tomorrow. Procrastination is not harmless. It is treason against your own destiny. Ford didn't wait for perfect conditions. He built imperfectly and reshaped the world. 64. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever could. Failure teaches, strengthens, refines. Doubt smothers potential before it breathes its first breath. 65. You do not get to complain about the results you did not earn. The world is brutal but fair. You get exactly what you build, what you fight for, what you bleed for. 66. The life you dream of will require a version of you that does not yet exist. Grow into it. Stretch until your old skin bursts. No man who stayed the same ever changed the world. 67. Hope without action is a drug for the weak. It comforts you while your life slips by untouched, unshaped. Dreams demand hands stained with effort, not just hearts swollen with longing. 68. If you live only to avoid pain, you will never know glory. Pain is the toll booth on the highway to greatness. No one crosses without paying. 69. You are not entitled to success. You are invited to fight for it. Those who expect it are bitter. Those who earn it are legendary. 70. The worst enemy you will ever fight lives in your own mind. It whispers doubts, magnifies fears, tempts you to settle. Conquer that voice, and no external force can defeat you. 71. Legacy is built in invisible moments, not when the crowd roars, but when the room is silent and the only battle is between your laziness and your purpose. 72. You cannot be both comfortable and legendary. Choose. Every comfort you refuse to sacrifice is a crown you refuse to wear. 73. No one will rescue you. No one is coming with a magic key to unlock your dreams. The heroes you admire built their own keys out of broken pieces and stubborn hope. 74. When you envy someone's success, remember you are envying the years they spent bleeding for it. You are envying scars you cannot see. 75. Most people waste their lives waiting for the feeling to strike. Feelings are liars. If you want a different life, you must move without permission from your emotions. 76. The first battle every morning is against yourself. Win that, and the rest of the day will kneel before you. 77. Character is who you are when no one is clapping. Integrity is what you build when no one is looking. 78. Success is not about what you want. It's about what you are willing to suffer for. Those who rise are simply those willing to bleed longer. 79. Stop watering dead plants. Stop reviving friendships, relationships, mindsets that have already shown you they cannot grow. Walk away without apology. 80. You will never outwork someone who is obsessed. You cannot compete against a man who treats his craft like a religion. 81. If you keep doing what's easy, your life will be hard. If you keep doing what's hard, your life will be easy. 82. Energy is the currency of dreams. Guard it. Spend it wisely. Drain it on meaningless things, and you bankrupt your future. 83. Winners build habits. Losers build hopes. Your rituals define your destiny more than your resolutions. 84. You will be mocked before you are respected. You will be doubted before you are admired. Ensure it all. It is the initiation rite for greatness. 85. Every dream has a price tag. If you can't pay the price, don't blame the dream. Blame your unwillingness. 86. You are not unlucky. You are undisciplined. You are unfocused. The universe rewards clarity and punishes confusion. 87. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you. Stop explaining. Let your success be your explanation. 88. Vision is a lonely road. Don't expect many to understand. Most people are prisoners of small dreams. Walk your path anyway. 89. Your value is not determined by someone else's inability to see it. You are priceless even if treated like a bargain by the blind. 90. Every day you hesitate is a day someone else seizes the opportunity you ignored. Hunger devours excuses. 91. You were not born to blend in. You were not designed to disappear into the background noise of average. You are a symphony waiting to be unleashed. 92. When you delay your discipline, you delay your destiny. The two are tied together by invisible threads. 93. There is no such thing as a neutral day. Every day you either build or you decay. Time is never idle. 94. Stop praying for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men and women. Life owes you nothing except an opportunity to prove your worth. 95. The moment you want to quit is the exact moment you must push harder. It is the threshold of transformation. 96. No dream is achieved without sacrifice. If your dreams are still intact and unbruised, you have not fought hard enough for them yet. 97. The life you complain about is often the result of the habits you refuse to change. 98. Courage is not roaring like a lion. It is whispering, "I will try again tomorrow, even when today broke your heart." 99. The longer you wait to start, the longer you delay the life you were meant to live. Begin, even imperfectly. 100. Most people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. Refuse to be one of them. Stay alive by staying on fire. 101. Your future is not written in the stars. It is written in your sweat, your tears, your relentless will to keep building when others surrender. 102. No mentor, no strategy, no book can save you if you lack self-respect. Success grows best in the soil of dignity. 103. Dreams do not respond to begging. They respond to discipline. They yield only to the relentless. 104. The only thing worse than failing is wondering for the rest of your life what would have happened if you tried. 105. If you keep waiting for motivation, you will live and die waiting. Create it by moving. Action generates energy. 106. Every minute you waste in hesitation is a minute your future self will resent you for. Build a life today that tomorrow's you will rise in gratitude to thank. 107. You do not have forever. You have now. Every second you wait, the opportunity inches further from your grasp. 108. You cannot climb mountains carrying the opinions of cowards. Set them down. Travel light. Ascend faster. 109. The man who learns to discipline his desires will own empires. The man who indulges them will kneel in regret. 110. It is not enough to dream. Dreams rot without action. They sour, they decay, and eventually, they stink worse than failure itself. 111. You are not a tree. If you don't like where you are, move. Adaptation is not betrayal of your roots. It is obedience to your destiny. 112. The beginning is supposed to be ugly. The first attempts are supposed to be pathetic. Excellence is born from persistence, not from perfect starts. 113. The more you delay your calling, the louder your excuses will become. Silence them with action before they become your identity. 114. You are closer to the life you want than you believe, but only if you move toward it, not just wish for it. 115. Life will strip you down to bones just to show you what you're made of. Welcome it. The fire does not destroy gold, it refines it. 116. You cannot grow in environments that cater to your weaknesses. Put yourself in places that force your strengths to emerge. 117. People who mock your ambition are secretly mourning their own lost dreams. Pity them, but do not believe them. 118. There is no pride in potential never used. There is no honor in dreams you keep locked away because you were too timid to try. 119. You were not born to simply work, pay bills, and die. Your soul signed up for a larger adventure. Answer the call. 120. You do not become great by accident. You become great by making thousands of small decisions every day to reject weakness and chase excellence. 121. Do not seek revenge on those who doubted you. Success is the only answer they cannot argue with. 122. If you want different results, stop hanging out with people who are comfortable with the life you are desperate to escape. 123. The comfort zone is a death trap disguised as paradise. It is lined with velvet and chains. 124. The greatest mistake you can make is thinking you have time to make mistakes. Life will not slow down so you can catch up. 125. Most people are not against you. They are for themselves. Understand this and move without bitterness. 126. Failure is not final unless you refuse to rise again. Every successful man carries scars invisible to the lazy. 127. Hard work is the rent you pay for the dreams you want to live inside. No shortcuts accepted. No discounts given. 128. Self-belief is a muscle. Starve it with doubt, and it withers. Feed it with action, and it grows into armor. 129. The more you delay your battles, the harder they become. Face them now. Tomorrow's monsters only grow stronger. 130. Your energy is sacred. Pour it into things that build you, not things that bleed you dry. 131. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means refusing to surrender to it. Ford felt fear. He simply gave it no authority. 132. When you run from struggle, you run from your own strength. Everything you need is hiding inside the things you avoid. 133. Dreams demand sacrifice. The real question is not whether you deserve your dream, but whether your dream deserves your excuses. 134. Every storm you survive writes a chapter in the book of your strength. No one remembers the sailor who stayed ashore. 135. You cannot conquer what you are unwilling to confront. Face it, name it, defeat it. 136. Life will not hand you meaning. You must carve it from the stone of your own soul. 137. If you wait for external permission, you will be waiting long after the parade has passed. Declare yourself worthy. 138. Visionaries are mocked before they are copied. Dare to be the fool today to be the legend tomorrow. 139. A soft life creates a hard soul. Struggle builds flexibility, not fragility. 140. You are either building your future or betraying it. There is no neutral ground. 141. Protect your mornings. They set the tone for everything that follows. Win the morning, and the day falls into line. 142. There is no applause in the trenches, only sweat, only grind. The glory comes later, and only if you endure. 143. Life's greatest opportunities often arrive disguised as problems. The diamond doesn't look like a diamond when it's pulled from the mud. 144. No one succeeds alone. Choose your tribe with the same intensity you choose your dreams. 145. Jealousy is a confession of laziness. Admire, study, then outwork the people you once envied. 146. Excuses are lies you tell yourself to feel better about quitting. Strip them away. Face the raw truth. 147. If you want to fly, you must be willing to leave the ground. Comfort is the anchor you must cut. 148. Your future demands a version of you you have not yet met. Forge it now, or regret it forever. 149. The seeds you plant today will bloom or rot depending on your diligence. Plant wisely. Tend fiercely. 150. Most people miss opportunity because it looks like hard work. Opportunity is almost never labeled clearly. You must have the vision to see it in disguise. 151. Your competition is not other people. It is your own laziness, procrastination, self-doubt, and excuses. 152. If you wait for the right time, you'll still be waiting when the clock runs out. Act now. Perfection is a myth. 153. Adversity introduces a man to himself. You don't know your strength until the world gives you a reason to use it. 154. You can suffer the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. One lasts minutes, the other lasts a lifetime. 155. You will be underestimated. Good. Let them sleep on you. Let your work wake them up. 156. Burn the backup plan. Success demands commitment, not half-hearted attempts. 157. You cannot outrun your habits. You live the life your habits design. Choose wisely. Design intentionally. 158. The world does not reward intentions. It rewards finished work, dreams executed, not dreams discussed. 159. Success is not about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the last one standing when the noise fades and the results are all that matter. 160. You cannot become exceptional while clinging to the habits that built your ordinary life. You must be willing to be radical with yourself. 161. When you fight for your excuses, you give up your power. Every excuse defended is a dream destroyed. 162. There will always be critics louder than your own doubts. Let them talk. Let your success make them irrelevant. 163. You are not tired of your life. You are tired of pretending you are satisfied with less than you deserve. 164. Your future does not need more wishing. It needs more doing. Wishing is a thief that robs the doers. 165. Learn to love the days when no progress is visible. Those are the days when roots grow deep and the future is secured underground. 166. You will never regret the work you put in. You will only regret the work you didn't. 167. Not everyone can go where you're going. Stop asking for directions from those who have never left their hometown of mediocrity. 168. Success is rented, and the rent is due every single day. Miss a payment, and you fall behind. 169. If you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. 170. There is no elevator to greatness. Every stair must be climbed, every blister earned, every breath fought for. 171. Pride in where you are will kill where you could go. Stay humble. Stay hungry. 172. You cannot hate yourself into a better life. Growth comes from love, discipline, and belief, not self-loathing. 173. If you don't define your dreams, someone else will put you to work building theirs. 174. No one feels like it every day. Winners act despite how they feel. Discipline beats emotion. 175. Life will demand receipts. For every lie you told yourself, for every excuse you made, be ready to pay or be ready to change. 176. If you knew how fast time moves, you would stop waiting for signs and start creating them. 177. You owe it to your younger self to become everything you once dreamed about. 178. You will not find your purpose scrolling through other people's lives. Put the phone down. Build your own. 179. The graveyard is full of potential that was never realized. Don't let yours rot beside them. 180. Your energy is finite. Waste it on gossip, drama, and resentment, and you will have none left for building empires. 181. Some storms come to clear your path, not destroy you. Thank the chaos for showing you where you actually belong. 182. Your greatest battles will always be against your own comfort. Comfort is the enemy. Challenge is the ally. 183. Most people quit when it gets hard. Greatness begins exactly at that moment. Push past the common breaking point. 184. Your time is too expensive to waste on things that do not bring you closer to your destiny. 185. If your environment doesn't challenge you, change it. You were not made for cages dressed up as comfort. 186. Resilience is the art of being punched by life and smiling anyway. 187. What you respect, you attract. Respect growth, respect discipline, and they will crown you. 188. Fear and regret are twin brothers. Choose fear now or regret forever. 189. You are allowed to outgrow people who refuse to grow. Loyalty to your potential is greater than loyalty to your past. 190. It's better to walk alone than with a crowd going nowhere. 191. You either feed your discipline or you feed your distractions. Only one will win. 192. There will never be a perfect time to start. Begin with fear, begin with doubt, begin with shaking hands, but begin. 193. The man who succeeds is simply the man who refuses to quit long after others have surrendered. 194. You cannot steal the dream, but you can steal the hustle. Watch the greats, then outwork them. 195. Passion will ignite you, but it is patience that will crown you. 196. Small minds cannot comprehend big spirits. Keep building in silence. 197. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You need to believe so fiercely that it drowns out every voice that doesn't. 198. The life you want is hiding behind the discipline you avoid. 199. Build a life so strong that when the storms come, you don't have to rebuild from scratch. 200. The longer you spend complaining, the longer you postpone your breakthrough. 201. Strength is not born from victory. It's born from surviving the defeats that tried to bury you. 202. You are either preparing or you are perishing. Preparation looks boring until it saves your dreams. 203. Protect your focus like a fortress. Distraction is the silent assassin of success. 204. Greatness is not a lightning strike. It is a slow burning fire, fed daily by discipline. 205. If you do not ask for more from yourself, life will not offer it freely. 206. They will call you obsessed until they call you a genius. Let them talk. 207. You have survived 100% of your worst days. There is no reason to believe you can't survive today too. 208. You are not punished for your anger. You are punished by your anger. Let it go before it burns your future. 209. When you work for approval, you work for crumbs. When you work for your vision, you feast on legacy. 210. The greatest risk is not taking any risk at all. Play it safe and live a small, forgettable life. 211. Self-control is the master key. Without it, success will slip through your fingers like sand. 212. Work while they sleep. Learn while they party. Build while they dream. Live the life they envy. 213. You were not made to sit quietly in the back row of history. You were made to roar on the stage of your own making. 214. The right decision often feels the hardest. Easy choices rarely lead to exceptional lives. 215. Learn to rest, not quit. Fatigue is a visitor. Quitting invites failure to stay forever. 216. Excuses make today easy and tomorrow hard. Discipline makes today hard and tomorrow legendary. 217. The strongest steel is forged in the hottest fire. Let your trials refine you, not define you. 218. You don't drown by falling into water. You drown by staying there. Struggle is temporary. Surrender is forever. 219. Most people are addicted to distraction because they are terrified of meeting their true selves in silence. 220. The price of ambition is loneliness. Pay it gladly. The reward is worth more than the crowd's shallow approval. 221. Your destiny isn't found in the opinions of others. It's forged alone, in silence, by the fire of your own decisions. 222. Comfort has slain more dreams than failure ever could. Comfort whispers pretty lies until your time is gone and all you have left are regrets. 223. They will call you crazy until your dreams are too real to deny. Embrace the label. History is written by the ones crazy enough to believe they could change it. 224. The foundation of a powerful life is doing what must be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. 225. Talent is overrated. Discipline beats talent when talent refuses to work. 226. The fastest way to destroy your potential is to surround yourself with people who have none of their own. 227. You will never outperform your own belief about yourself. What you secretly believe is exactly what you will build. 228. There is no growth without resistance. Muscles tear before they grow. Dreams shatter before they rebuild stronger. 229. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do daily, not what you wish for occasionally. 230. Your future is built by the things you do when no one is clapping, no one is watching, and no one is promising you anything. 231. Quit trying to be liked. Focus on being respected, even if respect is bought with the currency of temporary loneliness. 232. The longer you entertain what's not meant for you, the longer you postpone what is. 233. Be obsessed with your future. Treat it like a garden, water it daily, or watch it die of neglect. 234. Criticism is the tax you pay for ambition. If no one is criticizing you, you're not building anything worth noticing. 235. You cannot build a meaningful life on fleeting pleasures. Delay gratification now, or delay your dreams forever. 236. Every second you hesitate, someone else with less talent but more courage moves past you. 237. Discipline is doing it tired, doing it scared, doing it even when the world says it's pointless. 238. The greatest leaders are forged in the darkness, not crowned in the spotlight. 239. When you focus on your lane, you win your race. Comparison is a thief. Focus is a builder. 240. Fear will always exist. The goal is not to kill fear. The goal is to ride above it. 241. The smallest disciplines, repeated consistently, lead to the most massive transformations. 242. No one stumbles into greatness. You crawl, you bleed, you claw your way into it. 243. You don't get to skip steps. Every shortcut you take will eventually cost you twice what you saved. 244. The world breaks everyone, but the strongest are those who use the breaks as openings for light to shine through. 245. Your reputation is what others think of you. Your character is what you do when no one is watching. Focus on the second. The first will take care of itself. 246. If you want to predict your future, look at your habits today. They are writing it letter by letter. 247. Every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," you make today a wasted weapon that could have carved a better life. 248. You do not find strength, you build it, rep by rep, choice by choice, hour by hour. 249. The ones who change the world are not the ones who avoid discomfort. They are the ones who marry it. 250. Success is silent. Failure is loud. Work silently. Let your results explode louder than words ever could. 251. The size of your success is determined by the size of the problems you are willing to solve. 252. Nobody gets rich avoiding problems. They get rich by solving them faster, better, and with more resilience. 253. When you raise your standards, you scare those who are comfortable living small. Let them be scared. 254. Every bad habit you excuse today writes a bill your future self will be forced to pay. 255. Nobody cares how you feel about your dreams. The world cares what you build with them. 256. Some people are born into privilege. Others are born into storms. But the truth is, who you become is built in the storms. 257. The most dangerous place is the comfort zone. You are dying there slowly enough to pretend it's living. 258. You don't have a discipline problem, you have a vision problem. When the vision is clear, discipline becomes inevitable. 259. The grind doesn't care about your feelings. It cares about whether you showed up today. 260. The goal is not just survival, it's domination. It's building a life so powerful that survival feels like an insult to your destiny. 261. Every day you either build excuses or build an empire. Brick by brick. The choice is yours. 262. When you move without certainty, you teach yourself to trust your power, not your comfort. 263. Patience is a weapon. Most people quit 2 minutes before the breakthrough. Stay longer. Fight harder. 264. You will never be stronger than the things you refuse to face. Stare them down. Conquer them. 265. The man who keeps his word to himself becomes invincible. Start with the promises you whisper when no one is listening. 266. There are no hacks. There are no secrets. Just relentless commitment and savage endurance. 267. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Ruthless, painful, necessary change. 268. The most powerful version of you is buried under layers of laziness, excuses, and comfort. Start digging. 269. Success doesn't feel good at first. It feels lonely, hard, and terrifying. That's why most people never taste it. 270. You're not tired. You're uninspired. Get closer to your purpose and watch your energy return like a flood. 271. They will call you lucky once you've earned what they didn't have the courage to attempt. 272. The only validation you need is in the mirror. Respect yourself, and the world will follow. 273. There are no small days. Every day either sharpens your sword or lets it rust. 274. Excuses are comfort food for the mind. They taste good now but leave you sick later. 275. If you are not willing to be misunderstood for long periods, you are not willing to be great. 276. Every sunrise offers two choices: evolve or repeat. Choose evolution until it becomes instinct. 277. People who cannot control their emotions will always be slaves to those who can. 278. Your dreams are not foolish. Your excuses are. Ditch them before they bury you alive. 279. No enemy will ever be as dangerous as the one whispering in your own mind, telling you to settle. 280. You are training your mind with every thought you allow. Starve the thoughts that weaken you. Feed the thoughts that build you. 281. If you don't build your dream, you will spend your life building someone else's. 282. Every victory you dream of already exists. It is waiting behind a door labeled discipline that most people refuse to open. 283. The man who moves forward even with shaking hands and a racing heart is already stronger than the man who never moves at all. 284. You were not born to stay hidden. You were born to burn so brightly that even your failures light the way for others. 285. Pain is the tuition you pay for transformation. Every scar is a receipt for a lesson most people will never dare to learn. 286. The work you refuse to do today is the life you are refusing to live tomorrow. 287. If your vision doesn't scare you, it isn't big enough. Dreams should rattle your bones, not let you sleep peacefully. 288. The fastest way to kill a dream is to discuss it with small minds. Protect it like a seedling in a storm. 289. Mastery is hidden inside monotony. Champions are built not on special days, but on the boring ones, done right. 290. Nobody notices the roots growing underground, but without them, the tree collapses at the first storm. 291. You will never reach your potential trying to fit in. You must have the courage to stand apart. 292. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for a ship in the desert. Move anyway. Motivation will catch up later. 293. If you don't sacrifice for your dream, you will sacrifice your dream. The choice is brutal but simple. 294. Nobody will believe in you until you believe so fiercely that the world is forced to catch up. 295. Every setback carries within it the seeds of a comeback. Water them with perseverance. 296. The lion does not turn when small dogs bark. Guard your energy against trivial distractions. 297. You do not get stronger by dreaming of lifting weights. You get stronger by lifting them, day after painful day. 298. There are no easy seasons for those who build empires. The price of immortality is paid in daily sweat. 299. Success is a long conversation between your persistence and your pain. Only those who stay long enough hear the final answer. 300. If you are too afraid of looking foolish, you will never look victorious. 301. Discipline is the bridge between goals and reality. Most people build the goals, few cross the bridge. 302. You owe it to yourself to live a life that feels like fire, not ash. 303. Every day you waste doubting yourself is another day your enemies are growing stronger. 304. The only apology you owe the world is for the times you played small to make others comfortable. 305. Fear is heavy, courage is lighter. Carry the right burden. 306. You will never experience peace while you are living beneath your potential. 307. The future belongs to those who dare to create it, not those who wait to inherit it. 308. When you bury your gifts because of fear, you rob the world of miracles only you could give. 309. Excuses are the enemy's first attack. Doubt is the second. Laziness is the third. Guard yourself like a fortress. 310. Your life will shrink or expand in proportion to your courage. Feed it daily or watch it starve. 311. The most dangerous lies are the ones you tell yourself: that you have time, that tomorrow is guaranteed, that comfort is safe. 312. Your struggle is proof that you are alive. Your persistence is proof that you are destined for more. 313. If you seek approval, you give away your power. Build your life like an empire with stone, not permission slips. 314. There is no substitute for hunger, no mentor, no system, no hack can replace it. 315. When you let small challenges stop you, you tell the universe you are not ready for bigger victories. 316. The world is built by those willing to bleed privately for what they believe publicly. 317. Stop trying to prove your value to people who cannot afford your worth. 318. There is no safety in smallness. Play small, live scared, and die with your potential unspent. 319. What you allow continues. If you allow weakness, it grows. If you allow greatness, it flourishes. 320. You are closer than you think, but only if you keep moving when your mind screams to stop. 321. It takes years to become an overnight success. Most will never stay long enough to see the sunrise. 322. Your destiny is bigger than your comfort. If you serve comfort, you betray your calling. 323. The struggle is the blessing. It breaks weak versions of yourself you never needed. 324. If you are waiting for clarity, you will be waiting until death. Move first. Clarity comes through action. 325. What you build in the dark will shine in the light. Focus on the work, not the audience. 326. The size of your burden often reveals the size of your destiny. Carry it with honor. 327. You do not find strength. You forge it in sweat, in tears, in silence. 328. You must love the work more than the reward, or the reward will never find you. 329. Dreams only chase those who refuse to walk away when it gets lonely, dirty, and cold. 330. You cannot be half committed to greatness. It demands full surrender or grants nothing. 331. When you feel like quitting, remember this pain is the cost of the life you prayed for. 332. It will always seem impossible until it's done. Most people quit at 90%. Push through. The miracle is just beyond the breaking point. 333. The difference between a dreamer and a legend is perseverance through failure. 334. You are one discipline away from a completely different life. Respect that power. 335. The pain you avoid today becomes the regret you live with tomorrow. 336. Champions are not made in arenas. They are made in empty gyms, dark rooms, lonely mornings. 337. Sacrifice is the rent you pay to move from potential to power. 338. You were born to be legendary, not ordinary. Stop shrinking to fit places you were meant to outgrow. 339. If you want uncommon results, you must be willing to walk uncommon roads. 340. Small minds gossip. Average minds argue. Great minds build. Choose your conversations wisely. 341. When you become addicted to comfort, you become allergic to growth. 342. No one will hand you a legacy. You must rip it from the fabric of your own sweat and sacrifice. 343. Your future self is begging you to keep going. Every act of discipline today is a gift you send forward in time. 344. There are no accidental legends. Every great name you admire was once a silent warrior in the dark, building without applause. 345. The world owes you nothing. It already gave you life. What you do with it is your loudest answer. 346. You cannot blame the world for not giving you what you refuse to fight for. 347. The difference between being remembered and being forgotten is the decision to get up one more time when others stay down. 348. Your mind will quit before your body does. Learn to silence it. Pain is temporary. Regret is forever. 349. You cannot fix what you refuse to face. Growth begins at the first honest confrontation with yourself. 350. Greatness isn't assigned, it's earned. It's built in mornings when you don't want to rise, in nights when you don't want to keep moving. 351. Your excuses will sound best to you. That's why you must be ruthless with them. 352. Those who win do not have fewer obstacles. They simply refuse to let obstacles become graves. 353. Most people fear success more than they fear failure. Success demands permanent discomfort. 354. If you don't plant your own seeds, you will spend your life harvesting someone else's dreams. 355. When you doubt how far you can go, remember how far you have already come. You didn't endure all of that to quit now. 356. Success is not owned. It is rented, and the rent is due every single day without negotiation. 357. You are always training for something, victory or defeat. Every choice bends you toward one. 358. The ones who laugh at your dreams now will envy your reality later. Stay silent. Stay sharp. 359. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are just beginning. 360. Your enemies want you to quit. Your future demands that you don't. 361. It's better to be exhausted from success than rested in mediocrity. 362. Dreams only come true for those willing to be rejected, doubted, laughed at, and who rise anyway. 363. There is nothing noble about playing small. Shrinking serves no one. Shine without permission. 364. Your hunger must be louder than your fear. Otherwise, fear will feast on your future. 365. Ordinary effort creates ordinary results. Unreasonable effort creates miracles. 366. If you want a life that feels rare, your actions must feel rare too. 367. Stop begging for scraps at tables you were meant to own. 368. You either suffer the pain of discipline now or the pain of regret forever. Choose wisely. 369. The scars you fear to earn are the ones that mark you as unbreakable. 370. There are no magic days, only savage mornings where you choose your future over your feelings. 371. The world will mirror your belief. Speak victory until your life shouts it back at you. 372. Be relentless in pursuit of your destiny. Casual effort invites casual results. 373. Nothing will punish you more brutally than wasted potential. 374. They told Edison he failed thousands of times. He said he simply found thousands of ways that didn't work. That is greatness. That is the standard. 375. Surrender your excuses before they bury you alive. 376. Every dream demands a burial of the old version of yourself. Let it die so something greater can rise. 377. The nights you spend doubting yourself are the nights champions spend building. 378. If you don't believe in your vision, don't expect anyone else to. 379. Your comfort zone is beautiful, but nothing ever grows there. Set it on fire. 380. Success tastes sweetest to those who starved for it. 381. Most people are too busy doubting themselves to even start. Begin while they hesitate. Finish while they dream. 382. You are not building for applause. You are building for legacy. 383. Self-pity rots the soul faster than failure ever could. 384. The biggest wall you must climb is the one you built inside your own mind. 385. You owe it to your ancestors who survived their worst days to fight for your best life. 386. A life without discipline is a life ruled by regrets. 387. You are a weapon. Sharpen yourself daily or risk becoming dull by default. 388. Every hardship you survive adds armor to your soul. 389. The hardest battles are given to those strong enough to win them. 390. Comfort zones are graveyards for ambition. Bury your fears there, not your dreams. 391. Do not chase success. Chase excellence. Success will beg to follow. 392. A storm will either destroy you or define you. The choice is always yours. 393. Your future does not need your excuses. It needs your action. 394. Nothing worth building is built without bruises. 395. If you want their respect tomorrow, earn it in silence today. 396. Pain is the down payment on a life you'll never want to escape. 397. When you are tired, Learn to rest, not to quit. 398. You are in competition with no one but the weaker version of yourself. 399. Every brick you lay today paves the road your future will walk on. 400. The fastest way to kill a big dream is to share it with small minds. 401. Rise before the world does. Build before they notice. Celebrate after they envy. 402. The tragedy isn't dying. It's never having lived fully. 403. Talent gives you the spark. Discipline fans it into an inferno. 404. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are willing to work for relentlessly. 405. Most people dream of success. A few wake up and work for it. 406. Discipline looks like suffering in the short term, but feels like freedom in the long term. 407. Nobody successful will ever mock your grind. Only the bitter, only the lost. 408. Success demands the part of you that excuses fear and comfort are desperately trying to protect. 409. Your loyalty must be to your future, not your current feelings. 410. If you keep watering doubt, don't be surprised when it grows taller than your hope. 411. Most people miss their destiny because they were afraid of being uncomfortable for too long. 412. You are not waiting on a sign. You are waiting on your own courage. 413. The fire you refuse to walk through now will be the regret you cannot extinguish later. 414. You are allowed to be a beginner. You are not allowed to stay one forever. 415. Nobody else will crown you. You must crown yourself with consistency, discipline, and savage focus. 416. The cost of dreams is paid in advance, in full, and in sweat. 417. You are not chasing success. You are chasing the highest version of yourself. 418. Every fear you conquer turns into strength you will own forever. 419. Ordinary choices lead to ordinary lives. Uncommon discipline leads to unstoppable destinies. 420. If your dreams don't scare you yet, you're still asleep. 421. Be patient with the process, but impatient with your daily excuses. 422. The price of greatness is paid when no one is watching, when quitting feels like mercy. 423. Comfort makes promises it never keeps. Challenge delivers rewards it never advertised. 424. Stay obsessed with your growth even when no one claps. 425. Every masterpiece was once a mess. Stay messy until the masterpiece emerges. 426. The strongest man is the one who conquers himself first. 427. Stop negotiating with your goals. Your destiny is not a debate. 428. The most dangerous form of failure is success at the wrong thing. 429. Consistency beats brilliance every time brilliance refuses to show up. 430. When you walk with purpose, you collide with destiny. 431. Silence is a weapon. Move so quietly that success shouts in your place. 432. The most precious thing you can build is the man or woman you become. 433. Everyone wants to be successful. Few want to be disciplined. 434. The moments when you want to quit the most are the moments you are closest to transformation. 435. The difference between average and unstoppable is the choice to suffer a little longer. 436. You are the architect of your suffering or your salvation. 437. What you fear facing today will own you tomorrow if you don't confront it now. 438. Discipline is remembering what you want most when you are tempted by what you want now. 439. The bridges you burn out of fear will have to be rebuilt with blood later. 440. Choose your hard. Hard now builds a beautiful life later. Easy now builds regret. 441. Success will demand everything small inside of you to die. 442. Victory is often silent. It happens in the dark before it roars in the light. 443. Never doubt in darkness what you believed for in the light. 404. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be relentless. 445. The ones who mock your hustle today will beg for your wisdom tomorrow. 446. The battlefield is never outside you. It is always inside your own mind. 447. You are either sacrificing for your goals or sacrificing your goals. Choose. 448. When you feel nothing is working, remember seeds take time underground before they ever break the surface. 449. Fall in love with becoming the weapon no one saw coming. 450. Your struggle is giving birth to a version of you the world has never seen. 451. Faith without discipline is fantasy. Discipline without faith is slavery. Marry them. 452. Never lower your standards to fit into places you've outgrown. 453. The storms you survive become the mountains you stand on. 454. The brutal truth is that no one cares how hard your journey is. They care about whether you win. 455. If you walk alone, walk so fiercely they wonder why you didn't need a crowd. 456. A dream is only as strong as the hands willing to build it. 457. Every second spent doubting is a second wasted from building your future. 458. No one gets strong by being comfortable. Strength is married to suffering. 459. One day you will thank yourself for not quitting when it hurt the most. 460. Excuses rot dreams faster than failure ever could. 461. When you chase your higher self, everything smaller starts to fall away. 462. The battlefield of discipline is won with 1,000 tiny victories no one will ever see. 463. Small improvements made consistently destroy massive excuses made occasionally. 464. You will never win battles you refuse to show up for. 465. If you aren't willing to suffer for it, you aren't ready to succeed in it. 466. Your future does not need your tears. It needs your fists clenched in battle. 467. Every great life begins with the death of excuses. 468. You are the only enemy strong enough to destroy your destiny. Guard yourself from yourself.